guys, here we are. It is 2:15 p.m. Big Blue's temperature says 100 degrees. Let's get the hee-hawing out of here, Larry. So we just got ourselves loaded up. We're all sealed. Just got off the phone with the broker. Let him know what's all happening. Gave him seal numbers and all that stuff. I was a little disappointed, I told him. Because I said, oh, it's a whole top secret load and all this stuff. I had this whole video idea. He told me it was frozen donuts. So I was like, okay. On the way down here, I was thinking about things. And I was like, I'll do a little close up my eyes and like look around, and I'll be like, oh, we gotta watch out for the police. I'm gonna let you guys know what this is, but don't tell the police. I'm hauling a load of frozen donuts, you know. And came in here, got loaded. It's not donuts. It's actually frozen dough or frozen pizza dough crust. So we have ourselves 39,116 pounds of pizza dough crust on its way to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, to U.S. cold storage. So we got to roll some miles. I have it all set up in Aaron, and he is telling me it is 1,499 miles. So we got to make it happen, Captain. Get it rolling. So let's get out of here. If I do video anything coming out of here, won't have my side video thing. I got to get cables hooked up to it that I can charge it when it's mounted. My battery died on the way down here, and I've been messing around. Actually, hey, before I forget, that Swift driver that you guys are going to see back in, well, you've already seen it. The Swift driver that backed in here, and I said, hey, good job backing in Swifty. I went over and talked to him as he was closing up his doors and everything, and I walked up to him, and he was like, you could see him looking at me when I was coming up to him. He's probably like, this guy's going to yell at me. And I came up to him, and I said, hey, buddy, I said, good job backing up there. And he was like, oh, okay, thanks. And I said, hey, just so you know, you're on YouTube. He's like, what? And I said, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. And I said, I had the camera pointed out when I was checking in. I came out and it captured your whole backup and stuff. And I said, you did a really good job. I said, and he goes, oh, cool. He goes, yeah, I think I did a good job. I said, yeah, you did a good job. And I said, I used to work for Swift 20 years ago. And I said, I know how guys pick on you and stuff. And I said, I did a video saying, stop picking on Swift. And I says, you just proved me right. You did a good backup. And he started laughing. And he goes, what's your channel? And I told him, Long Haul Larry. I says, go on there and check it out. And his name was Ryan. Young fella. Real polite guy, real nice guy. And we sat there and just chatted for a minute. And I said, go check out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And we talked for a little bit. And he's like, yeah, I've been working here almost 2 years. And I said, yep. And I said, you bug out ready? Oh, you're probably almost got your loans paid off. Probably starting to look around. He goes, yeah, I'm starting to think about looking around, finding something better, a little more pay and stuff. I said, there you go. I said, you got the skills, man. So shout out to Ryan, the Swift driver. Good job backing up. Let's get out of here. I got to make miles.
Oh, yeah, he needs some more drivers. He's all independent, too. You know, he pays them $320 a day, work 14 all the board.
You guys always want me to have the CB on and hear the conversations.
14 off, 4 what? Oh, 14 days, 4 off, 4 days off. Yeah, they make $320 a day, whether they move or not out there. Damn.
Sounds like a couple Texas boys talking.
He said he needs 2. He just bought another truck. Yeah, but who the hell wants to live out there? Well, they live in Fort Worth. Everybody lives out here. But yeah, like you're saying, he's living at truck stop out there waiting on the load. Well, become part of
couple Texans there talking about some trucking job opportunities, it sounds like. I gotta get around this guy with this car.
Today? No, just this morning I deal with my unloading.
Let's see if I can get this way. See if there's enough room. Alright, well, there you guys go. We got a conversation, a couple Texan boys there talking about job opportunities. It started kind of getting a little inappropriate there at the end. They were talking about some stuff that they weren't saying bad things, they were insinuating. It was actually kind of funny, but you can hear about they're talking about some job opportunities they heard about or something like that. I think he said $325 or $350 a day. He said basically you just live in the truck, sitting at a truck stop and wait for the phone call to go pick up a load. And it's guaranteed $300 and some dollars a day. That ain't bad. Those guys were like, I wouldn't be doing that just sitting there in the truck all day long, living at a truck stop. Well, I don't know. Money's money. Who knows? So, here we are. 5:31 p.m. 87 degrees. We have 180 miles to Little Rock. 1,336 miles left on our trip. We're on I-30. Still in Texas. And see if we can hear. Nope, nobody's talking. Basically, I am at mile marker 181. This started at mile marker 180. And I heard somebody talking on the radio, so I turned it up, and it said basically, west or eastbound, I hope you're not in a hurry. Because there's two big trucks decided to play tag up ahead of you at 183 and a half. Right lane is closed, left lane is open. It's a long one. So we basically have 2.5 more miles to go just to get to the accident. And so far I have been in this for 21 minutes and I went a mile. Yuck. There is a couple trucks in the right lane back behind me, and must have had, radios, and they're actually blocking traffic. But there is vehicles up ahead of me, all in the right lane. Probably all backed up there. Those people are gonna try to run up. I'm in a hurry. So are all of us. But there's some guys back there, and it looks solid in that right lane back there too. We'll see how this goes. Well, there seems to be 4 trucks that were involved in that. Looks like the first one's a CFI. The last one there is a Charger. Got a tow truck hooked up to a trailer. Oh, online does not look good. There's another charger. That there is people having a bad day. Oh, what's this guy doing? This guy's smoking. Dude, your truck is smoking. You might wanna, like, look at that. Alright, we're out of here. Finally. Well, there we go, guys. We are shut down for the night. What time is it? It's 10:20. And we are done. Where are we? We are in Palestine. I don't say I'm right. But we are in Palestine, Arkansas, and we are, it's like, I think it's like an hour and a half or something like that, or something like, it's an hour and a half away from Memphis. It's a little Exxon gas station across the street, and then there's like a diner thing. Man, there's a parking lot out here. I'm out here in the darkness all by myself. There's a lot of other truck drivers out here too, but this parking lot, it's got some canyons in it, man. It swallowed his truck up, pulled in here, it was all over the place. But we wove our way through, and we were actually all the way in the back. There was some lightning. We're all the way in the back. The only problem is it's really dusty here. It's crazy dusty, so I'll probably have about a quarter-inch of dust from trucks going in and out of here all night long. So we're going to get dirty in here. That's okay. I need some sleep. I've had enough. That was a rough afternoon and evening. It was just rough. It was a huge backup. Some accident, Texas. Finally got through that. Then it was just like group after group after group of semis, all grouped together, and you sit there and just wait forever, and finally the guys will get done racing each other who could go 1 mile an hour faster or something, and you go on past, and then you come to the next group. It was like that all the way across. And then I got to Little Rock, and I was out of fuel, and I pulled into Little Rock, and there was a pilot there, and I pulled in, and that was a huge mistake. And I pulled in there, and I sat there waiting for a pump for, I think it was like 35 minutes. Finally the guy moved. And I was getting a little impatient. Finally the guy moved. I pulled up to the pump. There was no fuel nozzle. The hose was gone. The guy next to him left at the same time, so I backed up out of there, went into that spot, but then that guy pulled up, and he left his trailer right even with the thing and walked off. By the time I got up there, I couldn't even pull up far enough to fuel my truck, much less my reefer. So I had to wait. Finally, this guy came back out, and he took off, pulled up, started, and the thing is, as I was sitting there then I was like 3 stalls down, I saw a guy leave. So the whole thing was empty. There was nobody in front. I was like, I'm going to back up, go over there. So I put my flashers on. I'm backing up. I'm just about all backing off. I'm just about ready to take off. Some guy comes behind me into the driveway, blows his horn at me. I'm like, settle down there, buckwheat. And comes roaring around me, cuts me off, and goes in that lane. I was just like, whatever. I pulled back in the other lane. The other guy came out, pulled up, put my cards in there, my fuel cards and everything. Declined. And this has happened a few times out at the pumps at certain places. It happens. And you get to swipe it all over again. You got to go through the whole process. And I've never had it happen more than once. It did 3 times to me. I'm like, what's going on here? So I walk into the place, sat in line in there, finally got up there. I said, some reason the pump has declined my cards. Try to set it up in here. She swiped everything, asked me all the questions. Yep, you're all good. Just the pump wasn't working. And I said, just so you know, it's a pump 21. It said it's missing a hose. It's just completely gone. She's like, oh. So I went back out there, hooked it all up to fuel. It was just dribbling out the hose. That was the reason why I was so slow. I sat there for 27 minutes to get 100 gallons of fuel. And I finally gave out, got 100 gallons, and that was it. Put the DEF in there, pulled it out, put the reefer in. It's all backed up out in the driveway. You can see the guy behind me was all impatient. I was sitting there waiting for the reefer. I was just kind of walking around. And that's a slowly fueling. And I walked back by him and stuff. And he kind of looked at me and he's like this to me. And I walked up to his door and I says, dude, I've been here for like over an hour. I said, the fuel is like so slow, it's not even funny. Oh man. I was like, whatever. Finally got fueled, pulled out of there, and just dealing with drivers. I'm just done for the day. We're out hours anyways. Everything is good. Get up tomorrow. It's another day. So I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great night, a great day, whatever it is when you're watching this video. And if you're not, then you can do what I'm going to do. Go to sleep, get up in the morning, and try it over again. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye.